you guys. All right. I'm at the planetary hour of the moon, and as I'm jumping on right now, it is 10:46 a.m. All right, we're getting ready to ingress into the moon in Gemini very shortly. Okay. Um, Looks like it's going to be happening at 11:51 a.m. All right, so we're about an hour away. But I'm jumping on because I was just taking a sneak peek at the energy right now. The moon is currently still in Taurus at 29 degrees, and it looks like 19 minutes. All right. And we have Neptune right now at 29 degrees and 55 minutes. So there's going to be this sextile energy. These two pretty much elements work together in a sextile, which are 60 degrees apart, just in different modalities, meaning that, one modality is fixed energy, the other modality is going to be mutable, as I'm looking at it here. So I'm going to go over the Sabian symbols with Taurus at 29 degrees, and as well as Neptune at 29 degrees. All right, we spoke about this energy last night in my other reading, as we were speaking about Mercury at 29 degrees ingressing into Leo. All right, now we're seeing 29 degrees with the moon in Taurus. All right, so this specific Sabian symbol, peacock parading on an ancient lawn, I've read this one before, it speaks about embellishment. Our personal displays of excellence bears testimony to all that went before us, embellishing our life expression. Individuality that seeks both maturity of understanding and full substantiation of worth, wisdom, and wealth. Gifts inherited and improved upon are shown to be part in the flowering of culture aspirations and its time and joy. All right, or its pride and joy. This one speaks about aloofness, so seeking answers from within, if necessary, against popular opinion. And then we're looking at Pisces at 29 degrees. This one more so speaks about the great stone face, heavy on becoming our own ideals. There is no right answer to or best version of anything. We make it up all according to how we feel or think we should feel. We become whatever we idealize. All right, so this one speaks about instead of ending our journey, we find that we have become the seed of yet another cycle of experimentation. We idealize many things, love, truth, and God itself, for example, and this is how we become aware of our relationship with archetypes. This is the mystery of life, and simply put, it is that life is a mystery, a paradox, and not within our grasp to understand. Life, God, oneself are all beyond our comprehension, and yet divine curiosity to know more of the eternal paradox is the very motivation that began it all, and it keeps it all going. What we see when we look is nothing more or nothing less than our expectations. All right, so becoming our own ideals, and then the energy of embellishment. So let's take a look down at the bottom here. Utilizing your discernment, right? Whatever you imagine, that's when you then can expect whatever it is to be brought into manifestation. All right. Also, as I'm looking at the transits, this blew me away. There seems to be, anytime I see like an 1111 portal, it gives me where it's like some sort of door opening here, right? So we're looking at the sun in Cancer at 11 degrees and 11 minutes right now. All right, so we always round up. So let's take a look at the sun in Cancer at 12 degrees. This one here speaks about claiming from the 11th to the 15th degree. In Cancer, this one, a Chinese woman nursing a baby with a message. We were speaking about Venus in Cancer coming up a lot. Venus in Cancer is the birth of something new. All right, so this is speaking about the recognition of destiny. Sometimes it is enough that one person offers recognition in order for another to claim their great destiny, recognition of destiny. It says, whereas the clown sees characteristic details to bring down the overstated individual, the visionary sees the integral wholeness in which an individual operates and so reveals their fullest at yet unrealized potential. We can offer a great service to another by seeing them more than they think they are. A true teacher will expect more of a student than they do of themselves. All right, so materialization, racial characteristics offer a foundation for personal expressions. We were speaking about that overall, self-expressing, and where we were moving in with Mercury and Leo, and how communication was going to be of significance. So recognizing your destiny, I'm kind of getting here, utilizing your discernment and where your imagination is taking you. All right. And with Taurus's energy, we were just speaking about how the embellishment, all right, and how we are moving forward within our life expressions. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Kiss Kiss. All right, so yes, we have the moon in 29 degrees and Neptune at 29 degrees currently right now, sextile. All right, so same modality, same elements, different modalities. All right, I believe Taurus is fixed energy, so it's going to be where we're stabilizing more so the energy of, I want to just say, like, Taurus for me has a lot to do with like finances, possessions, if it comes to just truly what you value, that type of thing. And Neptune in Pisces, it always has to do with like the imagination, right? Your creativity, that type of thing. All right, so I'm gonna just do a very quick spread. I'm not gonna be on here for too long. Obviously, you guys see I'm not even dialed up. Doesn't matter. But just wanted to tap in with you guys before this energy passes us by. All right. We did have Neptune go retrograde this morning. I believe that happened at 9:40 a.m. 6 something a.m. Give me a second. Let me take a look. 6:40 a.m. Neptune went retrograde at 29 degrees and 56 minutes. All right. So as we're reading about the Great Stone Face, right, at 30 degrees, because that's what it's closest to, it's actually going to head back down. I believe it goes in retrograde up until the 27th degree. All right. Let's just take a look real quick. So moving back to the 29th degree, it speaks about a prism, seeing God in everything. So pretty much everything that I just read. All right, there are two different directions that concern us deeply, whether we are looking for God or looking as if through God's eyes. All right, simultaneously looking for God and looking through God's eyes. This white light is divided into a diversity of rainbow colors by a raindrop or a prism and shows clearly the allegory of the relationship between the one and the many. Isn't this what we've been seeking for? The understanding of our relationship with God. God chose to express itself as diversity, the creator that created a multiplicity of facets of itself. We cannot therefore ever expect to end our evolutionary journey, since God itself is not static. The creator is creative and so always changing its expression like a kaleidoscope. Life itself therefore requires differentiation. We do not know God only by surrendering the self. We need also to express the self creatively. So if you're seeking validation right now, it says we need to be reliable, or we need reliable values to navigate the stormy waters of life. Hello, good morning. All right, so that's what we're speaking about right now, you guys. Heavy on this Neptunian energy lately. It's 29 degrees. It's been sextiling, all right, with a lot of different transits. So you guys can go check out that Mercury with, I believe it was a trine last night over to, yeah, Cancer and Pisces, both water elements. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Right out the back here, Eight of Wands. All right, so Mercury and Sagittarius' energy. Normally at his, detriment there. Mercury typically rules the opposing sign of Sagittarius, which is Gemini. All right, so anytime we see the Eight of Wands, it's like a fast incoming communication that you probably aren't ready for. All right, definitely speaks about sudden changes, a heavy accelerated motion. All right, that's what it is. It's a fire sign. So typically going after something with passion, desire, okay? Sagittarius rules typically the 9th house. It has a lot to do with like higher knowledge, spirituality, foreign travels, traveling abroad, whatever it is. All right. This could be heavy, important information coming in quickly. All right. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands. I feel like it's of importance. All right. Down on the bottom of the deck is Judgment. So speaking about someone's ascension, okay, I'm seeing the energy of the Hermit as well. All right. Overall, a heavy mutable energy I just saw come out. All right. Mutable just asks for you to be more so adaptable. But whatever this is, it's having something to do with like a journey. Wow, heavy passion here. Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. I like it. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Feel like the energy will shift. Obviously, Mercury just stepped into a fire sign. There's nothing really happening in Sagittarius right now. It's just giving the overall energy of spiritual communication coming through, is what I feel. All right. What else do we have here? The King of Pentacles. That for me is going to be Virgo. All right, the only thing happening in Virgo right now is going to be Juno. That is in, speaking about partnership, you know, relationship, more so marriage, bonds, that type of thing. Like whatever you're committed to. That definitely, Juno right now would be in opposition to Neptune as well. All right, because there's like that Virgo opposing energy to Pisces. All right, so a lot of earth and water. I don't know where this fire is coming from. It's just kind of giving me a passion of important information that's coming through. All right, this King of Pentacles energy is just asks that you be more so stable at this time, focusing on stability and security in your life. All right, feeling comforted, that type of thing. Reaping abundance. What else do we have here? The Three of Cups. This can be like kindred spirits coming through, tapping base, showing love, appreciation, celebrations, that type of thing. All right. That's that Mercury and Cancer energy, which just had the transition this morning. So for Mercury and Cancer here at the Three of Cups, we're now seeing Mercury and Leo. All right, and I read that Sabian symbol out last night as well. I believe it's currently moving towards like the 2nd degree of Leo. I'll read it out to you guys. An epidemic of mumps. All right, widespread implications of any event. Any individual could begin an infectious idea or behavior. Not all of them are safe and appropriate for the community. Understanding that small events have widespread implications. Any imbalances that we suffer individually can all too easily seem outwards to affect other people around us, and therefore, in turn, our total life experience. This is an empathically true when the individual has childlike immaturities and cannot assimilate the life force with appropriate restraint. Particularity with sexuality is in play. This reminds us to be careful that we do not act or affect the world with our immature power projections. So this kind of gives me that energy where this can be very passionate and like very immature type of energy. That's probably what's going to be accelerating very quickly. All right, but for me, this is Sagittarius is coming through as a very accelerated motion type of energy when it comes to higher knowledge, as we're speaking about spirituality here. All right, so this 2nd degree of Leo has a lot to do with like an infection, it says. By sharing, we open ourselves up to whatever we may encounter. All right, so as we were moving forward towards this accelerated motion with this King of Pentacles, with stability and security in our life, and you know, utilizing the energy of partnership, we now have Mercury out of Cancer and into Leo, moving towards this energy here. All right, the Hangman. Yeah, that's what it's kind of giving me here. So here's that Pisces Virgo opposition. All right, and this is that Mercury and Leo moving towards Mercury and Cancer moving towards Leo now. All right, so the need to take a step back with something. That's interesting. What do we have here? The 6 of Cups. All right, feeling nostalgic about something. More so, this could be dealings with like children, some sort of inheritance that's meant to come through. It's like a happy memory type of card. All right, Page of Pentacle and the 4 of Cups. Interesting. All right, so it's kind of giving me a heavy child energy here, childlike energy. All right, with the Page of Wands, I got the Page of Pentacles here. The 6 of Cups can speak about children. And then I'm getting this 4 of Cups energy here, which is the Moon in Cancer. So that's coming up on the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th this week. All right. We spoke about that energy as well, where there's this new moon in Cancer, which actually taps in with the energy of your childlike energies from within, right? So just something to look out for emotionally, as I'm seeing Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces out here having to do with the emotional state. I believe we spoke about that last night as well. All right, the Queen of Wands is here, the Strength card, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's kind of giving me where there's an equal give and take here. All right, whether it has to do with like love, passion, stability. All right, I'm seeing overall all elements are here. The only one I don't have so far is the energy of the intellect, but that's getting ready to step in with the moon in Gemini, right? So getting curious about things, having the strength and determination to push forward, especially when it has a lot to do with creative projects, that type of thing. All right. So working with spirit here to put out there what you want in order to get back with that Six of Pentacles. All right. Cool. All right. Five of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Hermit. So the Five of Swords for me can always mean like mental conflict, obviously. Has a lot to do with like heavy gossip, lies, that type of thing. Lots of deception and illusions around you, secrets, that type of thing, with the Seven of Cups out here as well. All right, but the Hermit is having to do with your soul's journey. All right, needing to seek the truth about something. So just use your discernment, as the Sabian symbol spoke about. All right, utilize your discernment. Let's see. Interesting. Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, the High Priestess. I feel like the minute that you are presented with a new opportunity, the devil comes right in and wants to snatch it away, right? Any type of codependency, negative attachment towards whatever it is that you have going on here. But the fact that you're going to be focused more so on your higher self, the High Priestess, kind of gives this opportunity where you have to utilize your discernment and step away from, you know, negativity more so in your energy. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, please. The Sun card. It's going to bring something that makes you really happy. Okay. High Priestess. Full card. It's a new journey. I like it. Queen of Swords. Stay focused. Justice. Keep yourself balanced overall. All right. Split the deck. Ten of Pentacles. I like it a lot. You guys, this week is going to be really great. All right. Depending on how we utilize the energies. Let me look over the week. So we got yesterday and today, right? Today's Mars's day. Obviously Mars is currently in Taurus right now, so that's pretty much at its detriment. Mars in Taurus is where? Moving towards the 18th degree. Let me just take a look at it. All right, a woman holding a bag out of a window. All right, the 16th to the 20th degree of Taurus speaks about awakenings. Let's take a look. Let's read it out. Emptying the mind. That's what I feel like we're doing. Literally no swords out here at all, but these two. All right, so screw the gossip. Screw the energy of mental confusions. All right, conflict, that type of thing. I'm seeing all pentacles, cups out here. All right, and a little bit of fire, literally. All right, so emptying the mind. It says distortions of thought, belief, and habit purified through meditation and open-mindedness. Emptying the mind. All right, a mind that is conditioned to make judgments about right and wrong creates a prideful ego that limits the soul evolution. It must become open and then cleansed of bigotry and prejudice. Facilitation. Okay. Facilitation. It says neither visionary intention nor mundane effectiveness should be seen as more spiritual than the other. If we are dissatisfied with the way things are, we can set about bringing about change. This image, a woman and a bag, is very commonplace. Rather like shopping and shows someone in the process of fulfilling her needs. Many things in life are straightforward enough, yet we must not mishandle them if we are to deal properly with matters at hand. If there is no food in the larder, we need to go shopping rather than just hang a bag out of the window. Okay. Interesting. So it's almost like opening up the window and putting a bag out there like somebody's going to fill that shit up for you. No. Okay. So emptying the mind. All right. That's what it's speaking about. Let's look at, where was I? Here I like this one with Venus at 19 degrees of Cancer. Let's take a look. So Venus is actually going to be moving into Leo, joining Mercury on July 11th. All right. And that day is going to be real significant as well. The moon will be in Virgo, ingressing into Libra that day. Let's just take a look real quick with Venus in Cancer. I believe at the 12th degree. Nope. 19th. A priest performing a marriage ceremony. All right, so here is like where we're coming into union. It's kind of giving me the vision of like the Two of Cups energy, masculine and feminine energies coming together. All right, so sanctifying a code of conduct, belonging to a community carries duties of conformity and obedience, which are emphasized by religious protocol and ritual. Sanctifying a code of conduct. Says some of our activities and projects are entirely for personal satisfaction and have no great social implication. Others are sanctioned and sometimes sanctified by the rituals that define our particular social groups. There are rites of passage, ceremonies, and celebrations, which can be religious, cultural, or even commercial, that collectively bind us into our own community in its widest sense. They serve to give greater meaning to what we do by integrating us into the larger context. Conformity. Civilization promotes conformity to bring all facets of life into alignment. So it was kind of giving me that energy here with the Three of Cups being like the celebration in between these two energies, with the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, where these two, as I spoke, Neptune and Pisces with Juno and Virgo being in opposition here. All right. So although those two energies are, you know, at polarities, right? Definitely speaking about confrontation, there could have been some sort of celebration that happened there pertaining to like a code of conduct and belonging to this community of, you know, spirituality, opposing the energy of Virgo, right? Needing to be really analytical and efficient in the information and everything that's meant to come through. All right. What else do we want to look at here? We've got a lot going on, you guys. We now have Pluto that is in retrograde in Aquarius. We have Saturn that is retrograde in Pisces. We now have Neptune that's retrograde in Pisces. We have the asteroids Pallas, all right, that is retrograde in Scorpio. Sirius is retrograde in Capricorn. All right, there's a lot going on in retrograde, so there's a lot of reviewing happening right now. But overall, again, I'm seeing lots of water and earth in this spread here, so just remaining, you know, more so grounded within your emotional state is going to be important. All right, so let's finish looking at this week. We're looking at the moon in Taurus ingressing right now today, 11:51 a.m. into Gemini. Thursday, we're going to be seeing the moon ingress into Cancer, which is going to bring us to that new moon in Cancer energy on the 5th. All right, and then on Saturday, we'll be moving in with the moon in Leo. That's going to be joining Vesta's in Leo right now, and Mercury is in Leo. All right, and then we won't see Venus join Leo up until the 11th, which is going to be the following week on the 11th. All right, Thursday. All right, so from this weekend with the new moon in Cancer, we'll then see next weekend or the following weekend on the 13th, I believe, is going to be that first quarter moon in Libra. We've been waiting for that energy, all right, for a while now. Libra is all about relationships, partnerships, all right? So those that are committed, those that are, you know, being tested right now pertaining to their marriage or that type of thing, all right, should definitely be a good weekend. All right, you guys, let's get some oracles out here. What do I want to pull? I'm going to stick with this one here. Let's go to the community deck. Alright, this is the Citadel deck, you guys. I normally use this to get the energies out for my community. Let's see what's going on. We have the Wise One here. Tradition and order. What Sabian symbol was that last night? Was it Mercury in Cancer at 29 degrees? I believe it was, speaking about tradition. By the way, this energy just swapped over this morning. It was like 8 something, 9 something this morning. 8:50 a.m. where Mercury moved out of Cancer and into Leo. All right, so just take a look. Yeah, Cancer at 30 degrees. It spoke about the daughter of the American Revolution tradition, conservative elements in society that have the function of holding on to what is excellent and special from the past. All right, and having the respect for tradition. All right, so the wise one. The wise one is who? It could be the Hierophant energy. It could be the Hermit. Okay, we saw that energy come out in the spread too. We have the Runaway. All right, secrets, running from problems here. That energy came up as well in the spread. The Seven of Cups can speak heavily about secrets. It's the energy of Venus and Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio has all the information about the underworld. Okay, makes it feel like so mysterious. And then we have the Merchant here with self-worth. So that's going to be that Taurus energy that we're in right now. All right, with the moon at its last degrees in Taurus. I'm seeing the scales here as well, so needing balance in your life. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's see what it says. The wise one. $52. Okay. It says a fire burns in the hearth, a russet fox slumbering before its warmth. Peace hangs over the room like a blanket, and by the window the wise one consults a book and crushes a handful of leaves into a bowl. Through others may be wilder and more experimental, the wise one acts on the knowledge learned from their preceders. Am I saying that right? No. Predecessors, yes. They know the way things have always been done. All right, so I believe I searched this word up before because I didn't know what it meant. And I believe it speaks about those that have came before us. Predecessors. Right? Yeah, it speaks about a person who held a job or office before the current holder. Okay, I'm getting myself together here, okay? Organization and rhythm rule the day. It's time to suppress that creative streak and accept pre-established conventions. Take the time to study those who have gone before you. There is plenty to be learned from previous attempts. The greatest knowledge is derived from the experiences of those who have done this before. All right, so this card does speak about having a reverse side to it. Let me take a look. Conforming to a social structure provides a realized basis for development, but you may be feeling particularly restricted by the rules you've embraced until now. Go ahead and break the mold, but do so sensibly. If you're going to embrace an unorthodox approach, make sure that whatever you do is the right thing for you in this particular moment. All right, so that could be why someone's trying to run away. I don't know. All right, run away from secrets, something like that. All right, there's a key here. All right, I don't know. I see your vision right up top there. You having the key, all right, to bringing in balance is kind of what I'm getting from this small spread here. All right, so let's take a look at the runaway. This one is, which one? Okay, hold on. 138. All right, the runaway. It says the stress. Or the streets, sorry. The streets are busier than usual, and the number of people and voices clamoring in the market is overwhelming. But even among them, one person stands out, dressed in clothes that look a little too foreign, a map in their hands and a look of uncertainty on their face. The runaway has lived in a cage their entire life, protected yet stifled by wealth and a good family. The runaway longed for new experiences, but was unable to break free. Now that they've finally made their escape, however, they've realized that the world outside is too vast, and they fear that they can't ask for help, lest someone sends them lest someone send them back home again. All right, so it's normal to want to run from your problems rather than facing them, but you'll soon find that this won't resolve anything. Your problems will simply follow you until you're overwhelmed by everything you've been avoiding. It's time to start admitting to yourself what you're running from and address it. That's interesting. All right, so if you're held up in a cage, then obviously you have the key in order to get out of there. You're the wise one. All right, you have the vision in order for you to move forward, even if it's traditionally. Okay, let's see. The reverse side of it says, for once, you're not running from a situation, you're running from yourself and making your life difficult for no apparent reason. What are you punishing yourself for? Why are you still carrying this guilt around? Let it go and make sure that you're living a life free from self-hatred. So this is why I feel like you need to bring yourself back into balance, and that balance has a lot to do with the masculine and feminine energies from within. Okay, let's see. Speaks about your self-worth. You better know your self-worth. Okay, which one is this? The Merchant 96. All right, here we go. It says, coins change hands, deals are struck, a golden scale tilts as goods are weighed. The merchant greets everyone with a smile, proud in the knowledge that their service benefits others. They know what others have to offer and what they want in exchange, and often the merchant knows what their customers need before even they do. You've got plenty to offer both yourself and other people, and sometimes it's beneficial to remind yourself exactly what you've got in stock. If you feel like you're being taken advantage of, raise your prices, or maybe your figurative wares would be better appreciated elsewhere. All right, so reverse, this speaks about life is full of hagglers. There are others around you who demand without offering anything in return. You're the only one who can decide what you are and aren't willing to give. All right, it says find the strength to say no when needed and use that time for yourself instead. All right, so know your self-worth. All right, or be open to trade. What is it that you have to offer others? If it has a lot to do with your vision and what you see, being the wise one here, you can't always run away from the secrets. All right, you have to literally be running from your problems, but you have the key to those problems. In order to bring yourself back into balance, it has a lot to do with tapping into your self-worth and bringing yourself, into balance, or what you can do to help, others on their journeys here. All right, let's pull a spread on it. Pull the spread on it. The wise one. So you guys, I don't ask for much. Hit the like button. All right, that's what I have to trade. Knowledge for energy. That's all it is. Let this message reach those who need it. All right, so the wise one. Let's see. There's that 6 of Cups again. All right, the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. I just feel that you definitely have inherited some sort of traditional information. All right, something that's going to help lead the future with the 2 of Wands. All right, it looks like it's going to be bringing others back into their happiness. Not 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. All right, so 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 10 of Cups. All right, whatever type of traditional, whatever has been inherited from those that have come before you have lead you to walk the path, all right, to lead others towards happiness is what I feel. Very traditional type of energy here. All right, let's look at the runaway. So running from problems and or holding secrets. 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. All right, so the 8 of Swords can be where, again, you feel entrapped. Look at this energy. All right, the 8 of Swords is that Jupiter and Gemini energy. As we were speaking about earlier, we saw the 8 of Wands come out. Here's the other energy of its detriment. All right, so it speaks more so about the transit that's happening right now. All right, Jupiter and Gemini, it could be like a heavy expansion of information that's coming through at this time. You want to hold it secret, you're going to regret it instead of leading the pack here. You kind of want to sit down what you have acquired regarding the knowledge, all right? And then you're like, oh, okay, I want to move on. No, this is what makes you very original, right? You have the knowledge that you need to put out there. You're going to regret it if you don't put it out there, all right? That's that 5 of Cups energy. Let's look at the Merchant. I don't feel like you need to keep yourself trapped in whatever this is, whatever you're doing. See. 7 of Swords, Knight of Wands, and there's that Queen of Pentacles again. All right, so 7 of Swords can be, once again, what do you have to trade? Do you want to strategize? Do you want to try to gain from this? Do you want to just sit it down right there and just walk away with the rest of it? The Knight of Wands is kind of giving me, it's something that you are truly passionate about, whether this has a lot to do with your self-worth as well. All right, that Queen of Pentacles. Let me pull another one on this one here with the Merchant. I don't know, I just kind of feel like whatever it is that you are going through here, all right, pertaining to, it's kind of giving me heavy on the knowledge here. All right, you have some sort of knowledge that can be taken away, stolen from you. All right, it's almost like you're not receiving what you want out of the situation. You're putting the knowledge down, and then you're walking away from it, and you're allowing someone else to take it from you. Kind of getting that as well. Interesting. You might not be reaping what you want out of this situation. Page of Cups. Page of Wands. The pages aren't really bringing in anything. It's just having an interest in something. The Fool card. You might have to go on a different journey here in order to bring yourself back into balance. Because I feel like something's going to be taken from you, to be honest with you. Let's run back to the Runaway. What's this whole entrapment about? And the Five of Cups. I don't like that energy because it kind of feels like you're in regret, sorrow, and or taking a loss. Five of Swords. Four of Pentacles. The Hermit. It has a lot to do with the wisdom that you have. All right. And how people are cheating you out of what you deserve. So I feel like it is time for you to move forward in this. You guys, I've started this channel for a while now. And I have so much energy to give. So much information to give. And I feel like I get nothing back in return. Not the likes, not the views. And it's crazy because I look at other viewers on, you know, on Instagram and on TikTok. And it's like they're getting so many views over putting nothing out there. This is information that I put out there is actually valid. It's like current information. Others just kind of pull cards and talk bullshit, which is crazy to me, right? Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. It's like as much as you try to stand your ground on this and try to remain balanced, whatever it is that you're trying to create here, all right, and adapt to the changes, it's always like you're always going to take a loss, which sucks. Three of Swords is like having to separate from something that you put a lot of work into. You know what I mean? Whether this relationship, business, all right, friendship, that type of thing, work. Strength. Queen of Wands. And it came out that way earlier as well. All right. Literally, it came out the same way earlier. Having the strength to keep going. You're the star. Knight of Swords. I feel like it'll take off when it's meant to be. All right. Possibly when the moon is in Libra. Interesting. I just said that that's going to be next weekend. And that happens after Venus steps into Leo. What the hell is Venus in Leo? Let's take a look. Whoa. Love affairs, obviously. It says where affections are concerned, Venus Leos are ardent, warm-hearted and dramatic. Their natural approach is lavish, generous, and usually over the top. They live life to the fullest and what style they have when they feel positive. Born romantic, Venus Lions prefer situations full of drama and excitement. And what could be more attractive than the flirtatious thrill of a full-blown love affair? So I feel like lots of love affairs coming up this weekend. Following weekend. That's what it's going to be. And then Mercury being in Leo is like, that's where the communication happens to be, where there's passion, desire. All right. So if you feel like you've been stuck up in this cage here, I don't know. Venus in Leo is going to be significant. Who's the opposing energy to Leo? Aquarius. All right. So this can affect the Aquariuses as well with this upcoming weekend. Interesting. So we're moving out of this water element and into fire. So lots of passion heading our way. All right. That's what I have for you guys. I'm out of here. Love you. Bye.